Hello everybody, my name is Brian, I'm with Robbins Plumbing, and today we're going to go through a quick rundown on condensing and non-condensing tankless water heaters, how they work, and why would you want to choose one over the other. To get started today, this is going to be our non-condensing model and this is our condensing model. Traditionally, you're going to use a condensing model, a non-condensing model rather, would actually be usually used and installed when the house is first built. They'll actually run special ducting that has the air inlet and the exhaust into one pipe. That's why this actually top is so large. And generally how the water works and how it works is it's going to send the water up through all the way up through this section right here, and this is what actually heats up the water. So the fire and burner is all right here. The pipe goes back and forth a bunch of times through here with the fire ignition running, and it heats up that water back out and into the water system. There's lots of other parts of this unit. Obviously, it's a pretty complicated system. Sensors here and there, temperature sensors that tell the water how much gas to give it, how much to heat up, that kind of thing that controls that water going through it and heats it to an even temperature all the way through. But that's the basics on how a non-condensing unit works. It's actually the original style. There's lots of them out there. They're great units. A lot of times you're going to find that your home was actually built with a standard tank style water heater. That is the most common water heater out there, and there's nothing wrong with that water heater. But if you want to go to a tankless unit for that endless hot water, unfortunately switching to a non-condensing style tankless water heater is going to be pretty difficult. This thing actually uses a lot of gas and uses a lot of gas when it's running. So most of the time we're going to end up having to upgrade that gas line from your old tank style to the newer unit, much larger gas line because it uses so much gas while it's running. Also running that special venting that has the air intake and the exhaust tied into it in one. That means wherever it is from point A to point B, we got to replace that entire run. That cost can get up there pretty quick. And that's why manufacturers designed the condensing system. The condensing tankless water heater is a much more efficient unit. It does still use a lot of gas when it's running, but twofold, it helps with utilizing the existing gas lines because it actually has a little impeller inside there that sucks the gas out of the line. So a lot of times, as long as the run isn't too long, you can actually utilize the existing gas line. Also, because of the way it works, it actually preheats the water using the exhaust of the unit. So you actually utilize more heat. You actually condense the heat that it's putting out and puts more of it into the hot water. So that actually allows us to use PVC piping because the exhaust is actually so cool after all the heat's been taken out that you don't have to have metal piping anymore. So it utilizes a PVC line. A lot of times we can utilize the existing vent as a conduit for us to run that gas line up, that vent line up through it. Or maybe your water heater is next to an outside wall and we'll just punch a quick hole out the side of it and have it exhaust right out there out the side of it. It's really easy to convert the venting and utilize the existing gas line. And the way that works is the water line actually comes up through the system into this section right here. And the odd thing about it, and what really throws a lot of people off, is the heat is actually going the opposite direction. It's pushing the heat downwards. So it goes through the exhaust area right here, preheating that water before it goes up into the actual heating chamber where it gets heated up to full temperature and then back out into the unit. So that is what the major difference is in how it's utilizing the exhaust gas to preheat that water, and you couple that with the impeller sucking the gas line out. The condensing unit is a super efficient unit that allows us to do a retrofit and install it into a home that had a tank style water heater to begin with. If you'd like to set up a consultation to go over your options and see what best fits you, feel free to give us a call or check us out online at www.robbinsplumbing.com. Thanks, have a great day.